That keyword you're about to pause might be driving 15,000 a month in organic sales, and you'll never know it from looking at ACOS. Pausing the wrong keyword doesn't just stop ad spend, it tanks your organic rank, erases your historic data, and costs 2 to 3 times more to recover. We audit 7 and 8 figure Amazon accounts every week. The most common mistake we see, sellers pausing keywords based on surface level metrics, and they wonder why their organic sales collapse a month later. I'm going to show you in this video 5 rules to check before you pause any keyword. Miss any of these and you're probably making a decision you'll regret. And the last rule is the one almost nobody checks. It's not keywords that are broken, it's something else entirely. I'll show you how to find it. Now let's go into why pausing is more dangerous than you think. This is the stories we often hear. Those managing Amazon ad accounts open their campaign manager, sort by ACOS, find keywords bleeding money and pause them. Feels productive, feels like you're stopping the bleeding. But here's what you don't see. Amazon's algorithm has been learning from that keyword. Every click, every conversion, every impression, that's data Amazon uses to understand your product. When you pause, that learning stops. The historic relevance you built, gone. Pausing a keyword isn't like turning off a light switch. It's like burning a bridge. You can rebuild it, but it's going to cost you more the second time. The data backs this up. When you restart a paused keyword, your cost per click is typically 2 to 3 times higher than before. Amazon has to relearn everything. You're essentially starting from scratch with none of the historical advantage. And that's just the direct cost. The indirect cost is worse. Keywords drive organic rank. When a keyword converts well, Amazon thinks this product is relevant for this search term and shows you organically. Pause that keyword, your organic visibility drops. Competitors take that real estate, your sales velocity decreases, your BSR drops, and clawing back that position could take weeks and sometimes even months. One expert I came across put it bluntly, pausing a high ACOS keyword can kill 15 or more in monthly organic sales, because you're not just stopping the ad, you're stopping the signal that tells Amazon your product belongs in that search result. So before pausing anything, you need to understand this isn't a reversible decision. It's a strategic move with real consequences, which is why you need to check these 5 rules first. So let's start with rule 1, the click threshold. The most common rule you hear is pause after 10 clicks with no sales. Sounds reasonable, but it's wrong for most categories. Now, if a keyword gets 20 clicks and 0 sales, then you can consider pausing, not 10, 20. Here's why the threshold matters. Amazon's algorithm needs the data to learn. In most categories, 10 clicks isn't enough. You're making a decision based on noise and not patterns. 20 clicks give you statistical relevance. If someone clicks your ad 20 times and nobody buys, you have real conversion problem with that keyword. Your conversion rate is already wrecked. Even if the sale comes in later, you're below 5%, and that's hard to recover from. But here's the nuance. In high converting categories, think consumables, low price items, impulse buys, you can be stricter. 10 clicks with no sales might be enough signal because your baseline conversion should be higher. In low converting categories, expensive products, considered purchases, anything over $100, you might need 30 to 50 clicks before you have enough data. The algorithm needs more time to learn. So before you pause, check how many clicks does this keyword actually have. If it's under 20 in a normal category, you're probably pausing too early. Let it run, collect more data, and then decide. So rule number 2, make sure you compare before you kill. A keyword has a 7% conversion rate. It looks terrible. You want to pause it, but wait. What if every other product targeting that keyword has a 3% conversion rate? Compare the keyword's conversion rate to other products for that same keyword. If your conversion rate is better on average, don't kill it. This is where most sellers mess up. They look at the keyword in isolation. This keyword is expensive, pause it. But expensive compared to what? If your keyword converts at 8% and the category average is 5%, that keyword is actually a winner. Yes, you're paying more per click, but you're also getting more sales per click than your competition. That's a keyword worth investing in, not pausing. And here's the compounding effect. Higher conversion rate tells Amazon your product is relevant. The more you spend on a keyword where you convert well, the more your organic rank increases, which gets you free sales, which improves your TACOS even if your ACOS looks high. This is why looking at ACOS alone is dangerous. A keyword can have a 50% ACOS and still be profitable when you factor in organic lift it creates. Before you pause, pull search term report and compare. Is this keyword actually underperforming, or is it just expensive because the category is competitive. If you're beating the average conversion rate, that keyword is working. Lower the bids if you need to control spend, but do not pause it. Now, rule number 3, what is the job of the keyword? Not every keyword has the same job. Some are supposed to drive sales at a low ACoS. Others are supposed to build rank even if they're expensive. Treating them the same is a mistake. So you need to ask, what is this keyword meant to do? The answer changes whether expensive is the answer or what it's supposed to do. Let me break this down. If you're running an exact match keyword on top of search placement and the goal is to rank organically for that term, high cost is normal. You're paying for position. You're paying for signal that tells Amazon, show me for this search. That's an investment, not a waste. But if you're running broad match with no specific ranking goal and bleeding money across random search terms, that's different. That keyword isn't doing a job, it's spending. The question isn't, is this keyword expensive? The question is this keyword doing what I need it to do? Ranking keywords can run at a 50 to 60% ACoS and still be worth it because the organic sales they generate don't show in your ACoS calculation. Harvesting keywords should be profitable on their own because their job is direct sales, not rank building. So before you pause, identify the job. Is this a ranking keyword or a harvesting keyword? If it's ranking, evaluate it on organic position improvement, not ACoS. If it's harvesting and still profitable after proper optimization, then you have a candidate for pausing. So rule number 4, you want to split before you kill. Your broad match keyword is bleeding money, natural instinct to pause it, but buried inside that broad match are search terms that convert beautifully. Pause the whole keyword and you kill the winners along with the losers. So split winners before you kill the losers. Extract what's working before you shut anything down. Here's the process. So pull a search term report for the broad or phrase match keyword. Look at every search term that triggered it. Some will have sales and some won't. The one with sales, pull them into your own exact match campaign. Give them dedicated budget and control. Now they're protected. The ones bleeding money with no conversions, add them as a negative keyword. Block them from triggering again. What you're left with is a broad match keyword that's been sculpted. The profitable terms are isolated. The wasteful terms are blocked. You haven't paused anything. You're just redirecting spend towards what works. Now, running engrams analysis every few months and negating waste can improve efficiency by 10 to 15% without pausing a single keyword. You need the data flowing. You keep the historic relevance. You just stop the bleeding without burning the bridge. So before you pause any broad or phrase keyword, do this analysis first. Pull a search term, identify winners, move them to exact, negate the losers. Only if the keyword still bleeds after that with 20 plus clicks and no sales do you consider pausing. And then you have rule number 5. You want to check the placements before you blame the keyword. So a keyword has terrible performance, high spend and low conversions, ugly ACoS, you're ready to pause it. But what if I told you the keyword isn't the problem? Check where the keyword performs. Sometimes the keyword is fine, the placement is broken. Go into your placement report. Amazon breaks down performance by top of search, rest of search, and product pages. Look at how that keyword performs in each placement. Here's what we see constantly in audits. A keyword converts at 15% at top of search, but 3% at rest of search, and blended together, it looks like a 6% converter with a bad ACoS, but it's not a bad keyword, it's just a bad placement mix. Top of search is where buyers are, rest of search is where browsers are. Product pages can hit or miss depending on your category. If your keyword only works in one placement, that's not a reason to pause, that's a reason to adjust. Lower your base bid at the campaign level, then increase the top of search modifier. You can go up to 900%. Now your ad shows mostly in the placement where it converts. It's the same keyword, completely different performance. So before you pause, check placements. If performance varies dramatically by placement, you don't have a keyword problem, you have a placement problem. Fix where your ad shows before you kill the keyword entirely. So those are the 5 checks: click threshold, conversion comparison, keyword job, split before you kill, and placement analysis. And here's the thing, sometimes you do all 5 checks, the keyword passes every test, and it's not converting. That's when the problem isn't the keyword at all, it's the listing. If people are clicking but not buying, your image might be the bottleneck, and most sellers have no idea which images are broken or why. I recorded a video on a tool that scrapes your reviews, competitor data, and customer questions to find exact barriers stopping people from buying. Then it generates images to fix them. If you've got keywords that should be working and are not, that video might show you why, so you should find the link somewhere up here. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye.